What's up, everybody? Just doing a little test here. Doing a Evo Sports live commentary with my phone, and I have a microphone I've never really set up before. So what I'm going to do here is just break and run, practice, and talk about what's going on. And hopefully I can break and run a few racks while we're doing this. But I only got like an hour, so maybe not. How many? We'll see how many. But I'm trying to get reps in today. I got a match later with Shu Cheng Chow at Friday Night Lights, full Lee Baldwin's full stream. So I've been practicing quite a bit. I've been working on my break. I've been just developing, a little bit more rhythm and kind of locking in what it feels like to be down on the ball, so that when I'm competing, I can take that and kind of just remember it and let it just be more natural. So if anybody comments, I'm gonna once in a while I'm gonna come back to the commentary and look at comments and try to address anything anybody has. But I'm just gonna talk about what I'm doing here the whole time as much as I can. It's just kind of like a stream of consciousness. Yeah. So on the break, what I'm trying to do is visualize the ball as it goes and then hits, and then what I try to do is start out with really where the cue ball I want to say, for instance, here. I'm trying to see it hit here and then bounce back to the spot. And then now I'm trying to line up so that it looks like when I swing the cue, that's what's going to happen. And I'm just trying to get settled. And then what I do is with this leaning back is that I'm leaning back and then making sure that my head position is still on the shot line. So with this challenge that I'm doing, basically I'm taking all my break and run attempts and kind of tracking them. So if I don't make a ball on the break, or I don't have shot on the one, then I will not count it as an attempt. But anytime I shoot at the one, it counts as an attempt, even if it's like a crazy shot. I'm just doing that because I feel like if I make that one ball, even if it's a little bit low percentage, it'll help me learn how to make those low percentage shots by going for them more and figuring out a way to be more committed to making them, even though they're very low percentage. Trying to get more familiar with them. And then also it's a good reel if you make it. So we're just working on offense. So every shot I'm planning on to play a specific spot. So my plan here is really the 5 is tough. It goes fast to 8, but I want to be right here for that. So I'm setting up for the 1, 2, 4, so that I can be right here for the 5, so I can stop shot. Just by 8 is obstructing, but it's not in the way. It doesn't appear to me, so I'm going to go for that. But I have to hit it perfectly, so I want to be right in the spot where it's easy. The other spot that I might try to get to is down here to shoot all the way up to 8. That depends on what happens as we move forward. But I'm going to play it right here. It's just a stun shot. Touch it right, maybe, to help the ball go, and also spin off the rail closer to the 2. Actually, after looking at this now, I don't know what I want to do here. If I end up right here, that's okay. There's really not a lot of good spots to get here. maybe if I play here, that gives me the best range because then I can go forward, 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 forward. And then this one, I'm going to go up, maybe down here. And then if I get really far, then I'm going to come up and then have to come back and sacrifice. So I actually like this zone here. And I think ideally, I'd actually prefer to get perfect on shots in here. So I think ideally, I want to be here. That's the easiest shot. So if I want that spot, then I want to be right here. So I look at the ball rolling from here to here, and that tells me how much residual energy is left on the cue ball. That helps me determine how hard I can swing. To me, it's going to roll slightly thin. And that made it go too far. Like I thought it looked good, and then it seemed like the turn like right in here. It's one of the things about slow rolling, it's really tricky. So this may not work out. Now, I think I'm going to be here is the spot. I could draw, but it's going to go straight into the side, so I have to go forward. Now this is just a stop shot. Roughly speaking, I'm cutting it a little bit to the left, which is what I wanted, because then I can let the throw of the shot will not hurt me, so I can aim to just barely miss the 8 here, and if it slides over just a little bit with the throw, I'll still make it. See, it was so tough. All right, one attempt. You always want to do get best you can, make a tight rack exactly the same way every time. That's part of the skill of rack your own, is racking the balls perfectly the same every time, so that when you break, you can get a consistent reaction. So you can use that to develop your break shot a little bit more mindfully. Forgot to count that. So I'm not counting scratches on the score. Like I said, a lot of this is like working on my break shot. My breaks come along, and I think part of where I'm struggling a little bit is having this conversation with y'all at the same time as I'm doing it. It's a little bit of my ranks away, but I think long term, I think it's a really good idea. Yeah, this is lost right now. So this is going to help me be tougher for when I compete. Kind of exposing everyone to my thought process and my own self to my thought processes as well. So on a dry break, we'll just re-rack. I could be doing different drills, but really my main drill here that I'm actually working on is break practice. So it's as focused as I can be. Like I could just break the whole time, but I'm also like doing break and run drills, basically. So I'm turning a break and run into a drill. And this is basically the best way because you're going to come up, these are just the shots, right? And so I need to aim straight into it. That's what I remember on this. You aim straight, the cue straight down the line at the one. Part of the visualization. Better. Another drum. Took something off of it. Yeah, if anybody is watching, if you hear me talk, drop a comment. Let me know how it sounds because I'm going to watch this later, but it'd be cool to just figure that out right now. My mic cuts out or whatever, or the timing's off from the video, all that stuff. Keep getting the kiss on this ball that keeps wanting to go to another ball. Yeah, practicing, I don't know, you kind of got to get into it. Let me shut this off. Got doggy barking, time to go away. Yeah, you gotta enjoy it. Because really, if you're trying to get better at this game, it's one of the better ways to do it is by hitting balls by yourself. You get to play way more. You hit way more balls. You get to make way more choices as far as what to work on. And as long as you're self-directed, it's a great enrichment activity for your life. Because you actually get to like take a little side project and then develop over time and see it grow and evolve in your direction. No action on the break though. Yeah, and this Brunswick pool table, in my opinion, is a great pool table. Although I don't think that breaking from the middle is the best way to make balls on the break. The way that a la the diamond. So I will note to everyone that the match that I'm playing is on a diamond. So what I'm doing is practicing it. So this is a diamond. And I'm just trying to get the cue ball effect the way that I want it to be, with the hope that it's similar to what I'm going to be faced with in the match tonight. And I played there before, and really, my main struggle in 10 ball is just having good break consistency. There we go. See, when you get a nice low entry, you can get that ball coming this way. So I'm going to go for this because this is what we'll do. Also noted, this high side of the ball can allow it to float in, so I can just aim to make it. And then, yeah, if I overget it just a little bit, it can still go off the 6. I always try to play it perfectly to make it. And I'm playing my speed to go up and down and back over to the 3 as well. You want to play the whole shot. Oh, off the 6 guys I thought I made. We got our bonus percentage. All right, so we're off to the races here. So now we got to play for the 3, 4, 5, 6. So really, I think I want to play back to this zone. Ideally, where do I want to be? I mean, where it's at right now is good. Anything over here is good. I just don't want to have too much angle for the 4. So I gotta make sure that when I use a little bit of inside here, I don't want to overblast the inside. You gotta hit just enough that the friction is maintained and that you don't transition from what's called static friction to kinetic friction, which is the sliding friction, which does not slow the ball down much as static friction, which is basically the effect of like the ball sliding on the rail versus turning on the rail. We want it to turn on the rail, so you can't use too much. You won't get as much action. You have to use just the right amount. And a little thinner than I wanted. Come down here, see what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'd like to get, well, I think maybe what I want to do is get like right here, and then go straight down with left English, and then go through this gap. Oh, geez. Yeah, I was thinking about it too much. Like, if I wasn't talking, I feel like I would just made that shot. So much of it was just trying to get myself back centered. Yeah, see, the other thing is the speed. See, this would have been fine. Yeah, it's a little tough, but I can still make it work, right? This is a big mistake, just missing that ball. I didn't have to maybe this good shape. All right, something like that. Oh well, another one bites the dust. Yep, 2 and 3 on the sides, but I don't think that's mandatory. Okay. Well, oh dang. I don't even know if I can go for this one. There's nothing. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to count my attempt for the last one, so that one was looking promising. Making ball, but no shot. I'm not going to play a bang combo this ball or to like try to cut the combo with that ball. Those are the only 2 shots. See, a lot of these are like, you might not have an option to break and run, even though you make balls on the break. Still better to be able to do that first push out and then have the choice of where you want to play from if you have to shoot again or shoot your shot, not having to decide like play from wherever they got to play defense from. And that's the whole purpose of this break practice. Somehow really well for those to scratch. So currently I'm not seeing that I'm aiming to cut it to the left. So I'm gonna do better on that right now. Really, I think it's just the stroke that I'm not paying attention. Oh, that's nice. Lemon tea. Good for my opponent. Yeah, it's tricky because I know if I hit the ball as hard as I can, it can roll very often. I'm trying to figure out how much dial back it has to be. Because I think I'm gonna go forward with this. Maybe I should draw back. Oops. Can't do that, can I? Which is cool. This Brunswick cloth, I'm not used to it, so I'm basically trying to figure it out once we got it. Not that worried about it. In fact, I'm excited for the challenge of it. This is what we're going to be using when we go to the spot, so there's really no reason to be deny all of its properties. Yeah, because I like to stand close and then back. Keep barely missing these balls in the side. Oh yeah, no. See, I'm like trying to remember what the swing feels like. Well, let's look at this carom. Sure, why not? Oop. Yeah, I'm having trouble on this, getting Shawn on the horn and making a ball. Getting better consistency. With my break, so that's good. Maybe I need to move the spot. I feel like I was getting a little bit more productivity. See, that is new. Tricky going from the 1 to the 3 here. Probably gonna use inside and just go for the outside here. Gotta bump it. Maybe I can keep it out. I'm gonna try to really see it. Nope. so much of it would be like, just make one for the sake of free. You're trying to break it up. Really expand what you're trying for as far as your game. Has to expand a little bit. You're going to be in spots where you might think about playing safe. Or maybe it's just me with my like style of playing. I'm a little more defensive when I don't think I can make the ball. Oops. That was the next one. Also, I'm trying to take note of like how easy it is. If it makes sense to set up the shop. Just set up the break shop. Develop like consistency. And on that one, what I was focusing on doing is getting my cue there and being like really chucked up where I want to be. Coming straight down. Four doesn't go. Two doesn't go. Let's see. Got a pretty good spot here, so I'm gonna have to really control hard. So I think I can draw into 10. Wait a minute. Gotta find these hangers, believe it or not. Can't just keep being which way. There's a better way. Maybe I'll just play to the normal table. Pretty far over here, so if you're playing across the zone here, it can be tricky. You don't get far enough. And I want to be on Yeah, it doesn't matter. Here. Go right back to the same. Come in with a little angle here. Actually, I might play this. On that. Still don't want to mess with coming in and being so this one's a little thin to hold it, so I want to come all the way back. Thanks for hanging with me. Yeah, I have no idea if the mic's working here, so could be talking to the air. No one has said anything yet. Not that there's many people watching me play pool at 11 a.m. on Saturday. But if you are, I love you. Oh, sorry, we're going backward. I think I'm stable. This is the better spot for tight clothing with my hand right at my chest. Then I come down. Really like close together, my whole body is all back. You know, it's gonna extend through the ball. That was almost good. Lost my keyboard. It is nice when you can hold on to it. Even though you don't get Shawn all the time. Eventually you got really to have the Shawn. Like this thing that you're gonna figure it out. Start, you know, predict where the ball is gonna go, control them. Because your break's actually getting that precise. I know that's how Shane did it. He actually broke the balls enough to see anything. Just like see what's going on, see what you want. Slowly folding one never really like. Yeah, I said dead for the hole. It's like the rails would be if they were just a little bit different bounciness to it, because balls wouldn't be touching each other like that. And that's one of the interesting things about just like each table. The energy off the rails is a little bit different, and that's going to cause these particular bounces to be a little bit different. And I think that's really what it is. And so, well, I think I'm going to move on to something else. So I appreciate you guys and all your time. Have a good one.